I think the first thing is it's not about just generating revenue. It's always a game of increasing revenue and reducing costs. So if you realize that you cannot be using your facilities, you need to go and negotiate with your landlord to reduce the cost of the monthly payment in everything possible. So from the perspective of paying rental, you got to negotiate and tell the landlord, you just got to give me a better deal. So you got to negotiate and get a better deal to reduce rental. Reducing cost is the number one. Cut whatever that is not needed and just remove it. That's number one. Number two, you cannot just reduce costs. You got to make sure there's cash flow generated so that you can sustain and pay salary and pay costs, right? The most fundamental, you don't feed the building, you don't feed your facilities, you still need to feed your people. Your people must be willing and take up new roles that will require them to do. Because if they don't, there's no longer a need for them. Because there's a lot of old function that's no longer valid in an online world. It's either our people are retrained, reskilled to take up new roles, or they have to say goodbye. If not, they are just not adding value to the organization. So I communicate to my team that you either come along and do this new online to generate cash flow, to pay salaries, which is paying their own salaries, or you got to leave the organization. I think people need to be very specific. We do not know how long is this MCO going to be. Bosses are not going to be taking money out from their bank and getting all these loans to keep paying for salaries. It just doesn't make sense. The whole objective is everyone must come together to be able to focus to generate sales online. And people just think, seriously, can you generate 500,000 cash transacted? Yes, it can be done. Why? Because I've done it and it's proven that it can be done.